Alright. YouTube.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
How we doing?
To champion beauty
You doing
and
okay?
courage.
Yeah. I'm doing great. Alright, so today. We are playing some Honkai Star Rail. Now, I just want to say,
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood. To champion beauty and courage.
I know I'm a little stuffy, so excuse me, pardon me. Alright, so apparently there's a big issue right now in the Honkai Star Rail community.
Goddess Adrilla,
where
when will you
Hoyoverse
respond to my
decides that they want to be like, alright, we're only going to give exclusive early access to a select few content creators, which,
I shall uphold the principles of
about
knighthood. To champion beauty.
It's not really
and
that big of an
courage.
issue, to be honest, because they've done that stuff in the past with other games. And I'm not saying they as
Goddess
Hoyoverse.
Adrilla,
I'm saying they
when
as
will you
like
respond to my
when it comes
pleas
to
again?
like companies that make video games. They've done that in the past with different video games. So in actuality, it's actually not that big of a deal. Content creators are still going to have
Goddess
content
Adrilla,
to bring to the table,
when will you respond
especially
to my
ones that
pleas
already
again?
have a well-harnessed fan base, well-established fan base, I'm going to say. And, yeah, man, I mean, I think they're making this actually a lot bigger than what it
I
is.
shall uphold the principles
It's
of
just
knighthood.
that,
To champion
there are
beauty and
probably
courage.
a lump sum of content creators out there that wanted in on the early access because they wanted to be first when it comes to
Goddess Adrilla,
giving
when
your
will you
thoughts on
respond to my pleas again?
Acheron. And look, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for having that. I would call it like resentment or
I shall uphold
jealousy.
the
I
principles
guess
of
just
knighthood.
jealousy, really.
To champion beauty
Or-
and courage.
Or just naive, or just kind of just really just feeling being like left out. You know what I mean? That kind of feeling. Like you're the last kid. When you guys are playing dodgeball and you're picking teams, and you're the last kid picked, and nobody wants you on your team. Like that's kind of like how it feels.
I
That's
shall
kinda like how it
uphold the
feels.
principles of
But I
knighthood.
will say this:
To champion beauty and courage.
me being me. Let me just open this up real quick. Just turn this on.
I shall
So me
uphold the
being
principles
me,
of knighthood. To champion beauty and courage.
Go back to here. Over there. I don't think this is the right page. Over here.
I shall uphold the
My
principles of
channel.
knighthood. To champion beauty and courage.
So me being me, right? This here, you can see him on my page. I barely have any subscribers. So I'm a small content creator,
I
very,
shall
very,
uphold the
very
principles
small.
of knighthood.
And to the point
To
where I'm not
champion
even
beauty
monetized
and
yet.
courage.
So, that being said, now also to clarify,
I shall uphold the
I'm a
principles
variety
of
channel
knighthood.
to begin with.
To champion beauty
I hear a
and
lot.
courage.
A lot of other content creators saying, well, maybe I might want to do, maybe I'm kind of forced to do variety now. Now, for them, it would be a lot it would be a lot more simple for them to do a variety. Me,
I
I've been
shall
doing
uphold the
variety
principles
since I
of
started.
knighthood. To champion beauty and
And,
courage.
I mean, it's difficult to do. It's a difficult kind of content to bring to the table because it's not consistent. It's definitely not
Goddess Adrilla,
consistent.
when will
At
you
that point,
respond to
people
my
are
pleas
watching
again?
the content for you and not the content itself. Like, you are the content, basically. You know, you're covering different stuff. You are the hook that draws them in. You know what I mean? And
I shall
because of
uphold the
variety,
principles of
if it's not
knighthood
consistent, like if
to
you're playing
champion
Call of Duty
beauty
every single
and
freaking week,
courage.
you know, Call of Duty be the hook because you're consistently playing something, you know, the same thing every single time you upload a video or every single time you go live. So, you know, really, with that being said,
To champion
is it
beauty
a
and
viable
courage.
option to go with? Absolutely, it is for somebody who is already established as a, I would say, midway content creator to large content creator. But me, I'm very small. Now, not saying I haven't been gaining any kind of
I shall
traction
uphold
because
the
I have.
principles of knighthood to champion
I've
beauty
covered,
and courage.
as you can see here, multiple different things. I even done a video on reacting to Tectone, basically talking about breaking free to play. Now, I did say before, right, the whole breaking free to play thing, that
Goddess
in
Adrilla,
his case, I wasn't really sure if he
respond
was
to my pleas
either breaking the game because he's free to play, or he's breaking and he's not going to be free to play anymore. So I did find out later on that he said that
I shall
if it comes
uphold
down
the
to
principles
it,
of knighthood
and he wants
to
the
champion
character,
beauty and courage.
he'll spend money if he has to. I mean, and I don't blame him. You know, I think he was doing the whole free to play thing for number one because of the financial situation before,
I shall
where he couldn't
uphold
really
the
afford to
principles
do it.
of
But I
knighthood
think he can now.
to champion beauty
And,
and
yeah,
courage.
I mean, if he can, then hey, all I gotta say is, I guess because of the whole free to play thing, he's definitely learned. I don't want to say the
I shall
value of
uphold the
saving
principles
money,
of knighthood
but
to champion
the
beauty and
the
courage.
consequences of overspending, and he's seen people go bankrupt, get kicked out of their apartments. So he knows what's up with that. So, but
Goddess Adrilla,
moving on from there,
when will you respond to my
the only thing
pleas
that's kind of bad about doing variety is I go ahead and do Honkai, I did cover on Tectone, I covered did a reaction to an anime that I was watching. I just did one episode of that.
I shall uphold the principles of
around
knighthood
a lot is because
to champion beauty
especially
and
when it comes to
courage.
anime, is you don't know. At least me, I don't know if me covering that would have got me copyrighted or not. Because
I shall
YouTube is very
uphold the
finical, man. They're
principles of
very
knighthood
finical
to champion
when it
beauty
comes to
and
certain
courage.
things. And yeah. But yes, I mean, really, this video
Goddess
supposed to be
Adrilla,
covering.
when will you respond to my pleas again?
I was going to do some content regarding to Sparkle. Maybe try to get some Arrow relics in there. Do a little bit of like a relic grind.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood to champion beauty and courage.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up at the moment. So, allergies and shit. You know, the weather just constantly just all right, hot, all right, bloom, cold.
Goddess
All right, we're gonna get out of
Adrilla,
here. See you
when will
summertime.
you respond
Oh,
to my
it's warm
pleas
enough to
again?
bloom. So, yeah. But, so me being variety, it doesn't really
I
hurt
shall
me
uphold the principles
per
of knighthood
se, because
to
I'm not a
champion
theory
beauty
crafter when it
and
comes to
courage.
Honkai. I just play Honkai because I like the game as a whole, and I just tried to build characters to my liking, and
Goddess
if other people
Adrilla,
find those builds
when will you
interesting, then
respond to my
great.
pleas
If they
again?
don't, ain't nothing I can do about it, bro. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Yeah, you can even sing like Honkai, Call of Duty.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood to champion beauty and courage.
Yu-Gi-Oh, different variety, different stuff. Now, the one thing that kind of made me like get a decent amount of views is I did cover this
Goddess Hydrilla,
There's one guy.
when will you respond to my pleas again? I shall uphold the principles of knighthood to champion beauty and courage.
Really? Because that's not what I meant to do at all.
Goddess Hydrilla, when will you respond to my pleas again?
Alright. Like I was saying, I did cover content on this one guy here, Tar Staten.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
Probably seen the video of me
to champion
covering
beauty
that content.
and courage.
He's a beatboxer. He's a beatboxer champion from Russia. That whole 9 yards. I already went over that before. But point is depending on what you cover. Like if I cover what's relevant and I just do React content,
to champion beauty and courage.
that did get me a decent amount of views. So this video here was 3 weeks ago. It gave me almost 6,000 views, which is way more views than I have ever had being a variety content creator. Now, I do name myself Casual Elite Gaming because I casually react to content. Sometimes I try to be an elite gamer. Other times I just like to game just to game. Right?
Goddess Hydrilla.
So I figured, hell, why not casual elite gaming, right? I figured. So, this one here, almost 5,000 views on that one. We're covering Tar Staten again.
I shall uphold the principles of
videos
to champion beauty and courage.
Did it another time. Almost 4,000 views. So, I mean, I will bounce around, as you can see. I'll bounce around.
Goddess Hydrilla.
And
when will you respond to my pleas again?
Yeah, man. I mean, I am gaining traction when it comes to my subs, but not as quickly as you would think. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm a variety channel, it's kind of snail's pace, I want to say.
When
moving
will
at
you
snail's pace.
respond to my pleas
But
again?
for the most part, as you can see, before I started reacting to content, I was literally stuck. I was just stuck at like 20 subscribers, just stuck.
I shall uphold
and
the
once I
principles
start
of
dabbing
knighthood
into maybe a little bit,
to
like
champion
a little bit of like
and courage.
reacting content, I gained a little bit of attraction. Not attraction, but just a little bit of traction, just a tad. Went from 20 to almost 50 subscribers, and over the course of a couple weeks, which is
I shall
hey,
uphold the
I'll take what I
principles of
can get.
knighthood
You know what I mean? I'll take what I can
champion
get.
beauty
Now,
and
am I
courage.
trying to make this a career? Yes, yes, I am. Absolutely, 100%, I am. So, if it takes me a week, a month, a year,
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood
it's going to happen at some
to
point.
champion beauty and
But,
courage.
Yep. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. On the whole
I shall
thing
uphold the
with,
principles
the
of
whole,
knighthood
you know,
to
you
champion
can't
beauty
react
and
to
courage.
early access. Doesn't affect me negatively, and it also doesn't affect me positively either. So really, I'm kind of neutral on the whole thing. I'm not really mad about
Goddess Hydrilla,
it per se. And I'm
when
not
will
really
you
like
respond to my pleas
happy
again?
about it either. I'm not mad about it to the point where I'm gonna start attacking a fellow content creator who's been around probably longer than me, maybe. At least in the gacha game
I
community.
shall uphold the principles of knighthood
Um,
to champion beauty and courage.
but it's not really gonna, you know, affect me really. It just means I just have to try to find different stuff to cover regarding the
Goddess
content,
Hydrilla,
which
when will
react.
you
I mean, if
respond
I want to
my
react to
pleas
that, I
again?
can't because of the whole early access thing. But yeah, you know, and it is what it is. I mean, you can't really take things personally when it comes to that stuff because these companies, they're trying to make their money's worth, and they're worried about, you know, leaks getting out. They're trying to pretty much control. All right, well, if it's going to be leaked, all right, let's get ahead of it. We'll release this to the public, early access, but we're going to pick and choose who we give it to in the beginning. Okay. But they do that anyway. Other video game companies have been doing that for years.
And courage.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing really like new. It might be new to Gotcha, but it's nothing really new to video games as a whole, you know? But
I shall uphold the
that's really my 2 cents on it, man. You know?
To champion beauty.
I'm just here. I have it as like only thing I was like I have a video that just hits off sometimes. I'm just like, oh shit, what's that? 6,000 views. Holy crap! Never got that in my life, right? Like that's where my focus is, you know. And don't get me wrong, just like a fellow content creator, I watch all the time, and I will continue to watch regardless of what content he brings to the table. And I know he was having a difficult time with this on his end as well because he's also a father, like myself. M-Tash, little shout out to you, buddy. Don't worry. You are going to be fine, my friend. You're going to be fine. I watched you, been watching you since you were on Destiny 2. I don't know if you played Destiny 1. I caught wind of you when Destiny 2 started up. But, yeah, I mean, you're going to be alright, dude. I mean, if you can go from Destiny 2 to Gotcha games and then still have banger content,
to champion beauty.
You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. You got nothing to worry about. Man. I don't know if and when you're actually going to even see this video. To give you a shout out, but hey, I hope you see it. Hopefully, it makes you feel better. And hang in there, dude. I mean, it's one of those things where they, even with console games, they do that sometimes. But I really don't think they make it like. They don't really make it like publicly known. Like I don't know if they like do like posts or anything. But like, I don't think they've ever restricted it to this point though. We're like, okay, you can't play it because it's an early access. Like only certain people can gain access to it, and they give you direct access to the server that the game is on. All right, well, I get that, but I think the big thing is that's kind of having certain people panicking is, okay, well, if I can't play it, well, maybe I should at least be able to react to it. And that right there, like that whole reaction restriction, like reacting to it, is the first I've ever heard of a game company doing. Is it unnecessary? It depends, honestly. It depends if, because of the leak, if they're losing money. Because, through the leaks, people, seeing stuff that maybe changed their opinion on the character. And then the character itself, like in a video that I watched, when the person was doing early access gameplay, that character's development was not even complete yet, So if you have a character whose development's not even complete yet, and then you have... I'm sorry, I'm just kind of cleaning up my desk a little bit. You have a character that's not even complete. It's like basically like in its beta state. It's like you're playing a beta, and then for some reason, like, you have people.
Goddess Adrilla, when will you respond to my pleas again?
if people react to it and just say, "Oh, you know, don't get this character sucks," because then at that point, then it becomes slander.
Goddess
You know what I mean? Like, especially you're like, "Oh well,"
when will you respond to my pleas again?
This character just sucks because I don't like how they look, or oh, the damage isn't where it's supposed to be. In the trailer for it, I seen it said 500k damage. How come when this guy's playing on your guy with your guy's character who's supposed to have full like full relics, full like traces done already? Like why is it that? Like why is that not? You know.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood. To champion beauty and courage.
That's the point where I can understand, you know, why they feel that way. You know what I mean? Or why they're being super protective of their game.
I shall uphold the principles
because
of
that
knighthood.
Right there, it's like, well,
to champion beauty and courage.
If a character is, if people are convinced a character's not worth pulling on. You know, like you're just convinced, and you do have some people out there like that. They're just like they only pull on waifus, right?
To champion beauty and courage.
Any male characters that come out, they're like, nah, don't pull. Just absolutely skip, 100% skip, right? And some people are gullible. They're just like, you know what? Shit, I'll take your word for it. I'll skip. No problem. I got you, buddy.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
I'll skip right. I'll skip.
Champion beauty and courage.
I'll skip old dilly doo-dah day. I'll skip. Like, you know? That right there is bad for the company's finances.
Goddess Adrilla, when will
because from a business perspective, you know, if you have the consumer that you're supposed to be selling product to, also at the same time, they're your consumers, but then you have people who are supposed to be your consumers also
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
Like
to champion beauty.
They're trying to like
courage.
bring down the company, like or something. That's how it feels, or that's how the company's taking it. Like, whoa, like we're trying to make money here, and you're trying to stop us from making money. Like this is the way of the world, everybody. This is the way of the world.
Goddess
if you're
Adrilla,
good at doing something,
when will you respond to my
never
pleas
do it for free. That's just the way of the world. If you don't like it, then don't play video games, even gacha games, because you have people who complain about a game or complain about early access like it's something new.
Beauty and courage.
It ain't new, man. It's been around for decades. Early access. Now look at it this way, right? For example, bringing up Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is talking about, Bungie, now owned by Sony.
When will you respond to my
talking about
again?
Doing exclusive things for Destiny 2 only for PlayStation. And now people who play on Xbox or PC, they're not going to have access to that. But the messed up part is they used to do that a long time ago.
Principles of knighthood.
Early access, exclusive. Xbox used to do it too, so they're not in the clear. PC is just newly relevant, honestly, because in the past, like only the past couple of years, or maybe past decade, PC has been coming up, and the whole cross play. You can play with people on PC now. Also, that's only been around for maybe a couple of years at most.
Goddess Adrilla.
And
when will you respond to my pleas again?
Now, when you have certain games too, where, like for example, World of Warcraft, that was a PC exclusive game. To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood.
It was an exclusive PC game. I remember my cousin playing that, and you had to go to Walmart or Target to get the update pack, and that shit was like $100. Like, don't get me wrong, the game was massive. It was a massive game, but like,
to my pleas again?
You had to go like they had updates for it, you know. But yeah, man, it's just business is business.
Goddess Adrilla.
Personal is personal.
When will you respond to my pleas?
Honestly, man, I don't feel like that this is personal at all. It's just a business decision. And it is a tough pill to swallow. It is. It's a tough pill to swallow. You are going to have people who are going to be able to gain access to early access
and courage
exclusively. Now, this is different, though, now, because this game here is one of those games where not only is it on PC, but it's also on console. At least for PlayStation, I don't know if it's on Xbox yet, but I think right now, exclusively, it's just a PC and PlayStation game. You know, it's supposed to be a mobile game where, I'm sorry, yeah, mobile, PC, and console. There you go. So, it's only on those three platforms,
the champion
from what I know, because I have PlayStation. And as you can see right here, me having the Honkai Star Rail in front of me, it is actually on my console, not on my PC. So
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood, to champion beauty and courage.
Oh yeah, so exclusive stuff or early access. So they should have kind of clarified it.
I shall uphold
exclusive
the
early
of
access
to
test out character
and courage.
Now. They could have did it. They could have done it in a different way. They could have let this content, or not specific content creators, but like whoever content creators that had the early access, they could have let them come down to the actual company, test it out there. They record it while they're there, saying, "Hey, look, we're behind the scenes. I was invited to go to Hoyoverse to test out Acheron early, instead of gaining access from their home." I guess because it would kind of look a little bit more official, a little bit more professional. You know what I mean? Like a professional. It would look way less like underhanded. Like they were just like FU content creators. Like, you know what I mean? Now, if they subtracted the whole thing where you can't react to it, I think that's really the main like hiccup that I'm pretty sure that that's like the big issue. Is you can't react to them playing on their own
to champion beauty
PC,
and courage,
but they're also playing on the server. That is Hoyoverse's server that has this incomplete Acheron on there. No, they just had that person fly out there and go into the building. They could have made a whole big ass thing about it, like the whole video thing about it. Hey guys, going down to Hoyoverse. They invited me out there to test out the new Acheron before release. And then when I get back, I'll give you my honest thoughts on the Acheron. I mean, come on, they could have did it like that. That way would actually have been way better, because they've done that for games like Kingdom Hearts.
I shall uphold the principles of knighthood, to
Call of
champion
Duty,
beauty
Destiny
and
2.
Courage.
They've done it for these particular games. So why couldn't the Hoyoverse do that for their gacha game? Which is kind of weird. To be honest, it's kind of weird. Sorry. I have just new
Goddess
camera.
Adrilla, when will you respond to my pleas again?
I guess when I was talking like this at one point, it was just like, see ya. Alright, so with that said,
I shall uphold
I was going to do
to champion beauty and courage.
I was going to try to build up my sparkle here. I was trying to get speed on her. Just see if I'm going to be able to right now. But, my mindset was, okay, just cover. And that's another thing, though, too, where, like, okay, if that ever happens, where it's like, oh, we're going to do a little bit of early access release. Only specific content creators can, you know, have access or whatever. Well, I'm thinking about it. I was like, well, okay, well, then I'll just do content on the previous character that was just released. You can do different comps. Hell, if you're not even done building her yet, you can have a build video. Whatever you want to do. You know, I mean, it can't hurt, right? Like, it can't hurt. But that's it, guys. I'm going to sign off here for now. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this kind of video. Me just sitting here talking, getting my thoughts on the whole early access with Acheron thing being exclusive to only certain content creators, and then also nobody can react to the content that they post regarding Acheron's
just now?
early release or early showcase. But I mean, that's the case. That's how they're going to do things. Next time, they should just have somebody who works for their company do a test run
just now,
and then have it recorded and then upload it, so that it's technically not a leak. It's the company uploading content, and so that way people can just react to that. That would be great, because then no content creator will be missing out on covering, you know, that kind of content. When it comes to a particular game, like gacha games, you know, they're not going to be missing out. They're not going to feel threatened. They're not going to feel like, you know, oh well, my career's over. Like why would a company do that? Like, why would they make people feel that way? I don't understand it. Hopefully somebody can crack the case on this, but I just want to give my 2 cents, and that's all I can do. So I'm going to be signing off here for now, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you made it to the end, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified every single time I upload a video or go live on my channel. Also, I do have a Twitter or X if you want to go hit me up on there, on my homepage or on my page for my channel. There is a link there on my page. You can hit me up or try to follow me on Twitter or X. If you guys want to inbox me, I'm actually one of the few fellow content creators that responds relatively quickly, I would say. It may take me like a day at most. Like within like 24 hours, you would hear back from me. Yeah, so in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts and feelings on this. And what would you say? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bells. Oh, yeah, and share the video. I would appreciate it very much. With that said, I'm signing off. Stay casual, be safe out there, and tell your families you love them. And I'll see you next time.